Hello, my name is Jennifer Main, and today I'm going to walk you through Google Suites, specifically Google for Education. I have a personal teacher's account through my school that I will be using to show you everything that Google has to offer. Now, once your school gives you a Google account, a Google Gmail, you can sign in right here. Now, if you've already got your own Google account, all you have to do is come right here and hit add another account, and then you can add your new school account there. So as you can see, I have my personal account and we are in my school account now. I don't want to show you guys my actual Gmail because it does have emails in it right now from students, and I'm not going to share that with the public. But if you wanted to get specifically to your Gmail, all you have to do is click these dots right here, this grid, and come to Gmail. Now, first I want to show you Google Drive. Okay, so as you can see, my Google Drive has been used, of course. Stuff has been edited today. And you can scroll down and you can see that I have folders for my different classes that I teach. And then this is just all stuff that's on my account that's not specifically in a folder. This right here shows you quick access. So this is quick access means that I have actually uploaded onto the Google Drive today. I've opened it today. Sometimes if you haven't used it in a couple of days, it might show you what's been edited in the last week. So those are just easy access. And as you can see, I did create a test that I was able to give to one of my classes, and as well as our blue sheets, which are our lesson plans at my school. I like to create folders for my classes. So as you can see, we're moving into my anatomy class, and I've also got different folders here as well. So I've got my lesson plans for the current school year. These are lesson plans from our last school year. And then I've got it broken down into chapters. So whenever we're currently going over chapter 8, the muscular system, everything I need for the muscular system for this class is here. I've got my PowerPoint, I've got a study guide and the key, I've got a review guide, I've got the practical, got a lab here, the notes, different quizzes that we've been working through, everything that my students may need that I've got easy access to and that I can get to in just in a hurry. I can go back to my drive. I can go to my other classes. So, for example, my college biology class, and then I've got the blue sheets as well. So those lesson plans, I've got all of my PowerPoints. It's pretty great, honestly. So then you have this what's called a shared drive. Now, I've got a shared drive with my old school when I was a teaching assistant. So what that means is our boss created this shared drive and he invited certain people to it, and then we can all use the shared drive. We can all see what has been used. We all have access to anything in this shared drive. Now we're going to go back to my personal drive. So I can add anything I want into this drive. I can upload a file straight from my computer. So that's how I would do it, straight from my computer. I can create a new Google Docs, a new Google Sheets, Google Slides, or Forms. There's even more. You can do drawings, maps, whatever it is. You can even upload a Prezi video straight from Prezi. So I wanted to show you guys the world of Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. So Google Docs is Google's version of Microsoft Office Word. And it's really awesome because I can come up here, I can title this, let's say I want it to be a review guide for mitosis that we're covering in biology right now. So I've now titled it. I can type whatever I need to on it, so centromeres, a sister chromatid, etc. Now I can share this with anyone, so I can add people, so This is just another person that works at the school. I could share it with somebody that's not through our school, so someone that has another account can add it to anybody. So they don't actually have to be someone that goes to your school that's in your suite. So after I share it with that person can also come in and start working and editing on this same document that I am working on. And it automatically saves. So I just closed that, and now it's going to be right here that I just created it, so easy access. Or because I didn't create it in a specific folder, it could be down here, somewhere down here. I've got a lot of stuff on here, so it's going to be even harder to find. But hopefully you see what is going on. So the same way I can do that with Google Sheets. Google Sheets is Google's version of an Excel spreadsheet. So it's the same way. Now it's not going to have all of the same properties and features that Excel for Microsoft Office is going to have. But if you're just trying to create a basic spreadsheet and share it with your class, then it's a great way to do that. So I also did that with one of my classes, so science fair. Let me see. Might find it on my actual Google Classroom, and then I can show you guys. But we created an Excel sheet so that they could understand how to actually work their data. And I was able to take a video of myself explaining how to work it, and then they could use it and use Google Sheets for their data. So that's some of the awesome features of Google Suites. And after I show you Google Slides, I want to show you Google Classroom. So this is Google Slides, Google's version of Microsoft PowerPoint. And it has a lot of the same features. So you can import a slide, you can make copies, you can format slides, you can insert, do whatever you need to. Again, it will always auto-save for you, so it'll just be right there in your Google Drive. Now, I wanted to show you this right here, Google Classroom. So this is my personal Google Classroom. I've got my classes for this semester. We've got college biology, anatomy, biology, environmental science, and then we had science fair. So you can always come into one of these classes, and you can see that now I've got access to all of my students. All of my students have joined my class. I created a background for it, but what's awesome is I can come right here and I've got everything organized for my students. So our blue sheets, that's our lesson plans for our students each week. I can go to all the way back to my own personal drive. So the students are able to access this blue sheet that I just uploaded straight to my Google Drive, from my Google Drive. I've got assignments, so a syllabus, different assignments that I've created for my students. We also have virtual students, so this is their assignments. We have class recordings that we do in class, so I just upload them here to my Google Classroom so all the students have access to it. And then we have different resources as well. So if I have a study guide that I've got for them, I'll just post it here. Our bell schedule, I posted here, anything like that. And then also any PowerPoint that I create, I just upload it here for the students. That way they've always got access. So I can see my students, who is it all in my class. Again, I don't want to just open that up because I don't want my students' names being shown. But this is how you can do that. You can also create assignments. You can create quizzes. You can create questions, like a poll question for them. Any material. So if it's just a material and I'm not going to take it for a grade, I'll post it as a material. So the way we would do that is I could do like week 22, their blue sheet. I could hit add. You can grab it from your drive. You can use a link from just any link. I can upload a YouTube video. a file from my personal computer. But my favorite aspect is I can just click Google Drive and it's automatically connected to my personal Google Drive. So then I can just click Blue Sheet, hit insert, and now it's there. I can choose a topic, so it would be Blue Sheets, and I can post it immediately or I can hit schedule. So it's trying to schedule it for February 1st at 5 p.m. I can change that to January 31st. I can make it 2nd, the 3rd, whatever it needs to be. So I'm actually going to exit this out because I've already posted this Blue Sheet and I can delete it right here. It is very user friendly. If you don't want to scroll down to all of your topics, you can just pick a topic right here. Google Classroom is a great aspect to use into your classroom, especially now with our pandemic that we are in and the constant shift between you might be virtual due to quarantine or you just have virtual and in-person students like we do. It's just very easy to keep everybody together. You can also use this Google Meet link right here, so that way you're actually using the Google video stream instead of like using Zoom. So that is how that one works. And then let's get out of that. I'll go back to my drive. You can also have a calendar. So this calendar is linked to my personal calendar and it's also linked to our school's calendar. So I can see whenever any other teacher is planning an exam, I can post my exam on here so that they know that students in that class have already got a big test for the day. And it's also got your normal like holidays and that thing as well. So that's also really great for you to collaborate with your colleagues. And then you can have your shared with me. So let's say someone at the school has shared something with me, another teacher, office staff, then I can see what they have shared with me and I can access it right here. All right, well, that is that for Google Suites. If you have any questions, please contact me. My email address is jrmain@uark.edu. This is just a very quick tutorial over what all Google Suites has to offer. I would be happy to make an account or a tutorial just specifically for the Google Docs, the Google Sheets, Google Slides, or Google Classroom itself. Anything that your school needs for me to do, I would be more than happy to do that for you. Just let me know, because this was just a very brief run through of what Google Suites, Google Education has to offer for teachers and administration. I highly recommend it. It is very user friendly. It's also user friendly for the students as well. So thank you so much.